Then, things get even more complicated.
A good idea to get the ambos, have a look at him. Dad's not feeling very well now.
Jasmine's reaction is extreme.
I've seen some blue bottle reactions in my life, and that's number one. That was unbelievable.
Lifeguards are about to find out why.
No! You saw? You gonna be alright? You gonna be okay? Half an hour, you're not gonna know any.
10-year-old Jasmine has multiple stings.
What I want you to do, I want you to go over here and wash the area, and then come back in and I'll spray it and give you some ice. And then knock on the door, I'll be right with you. Oh, mate, I've seen some blue bottle reactions in my life, and that's number one. That was unbelievable.
Jasmine's reaction is extreme. Lifeguards are about to find out why.
Yeah, I feel bad because the poor girl came over here. We thought she was just overreacting to a bluey sting. It was a horrible sting, but it turns out she's autistic. She isn't overreacting. She just doesn't know why that she's got so much pain. Yeah, Jellyfish is gone now.
A topical spray will help further ease Jasmine's pain.
Sweetheart, sit here. Come on, sit down here.
I haven't got one in me anymore.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone. It just stings for a little bit. You're gonna be fine. That was very intense. Very, very intense. At first, we just thought it was someone overreacting to a blue bottle, which happens a lot. You get it with grown men, little kids, whatever. Everyone reacts differently. A lot of people don't have much ticker. It shakes you up though, shakes you up when you see someone in your face that distraught. Pretty heavy.
Next day, and there's a happy discovery on the beach.
How are you? Good? Yesterday, you got the worst blue bottle sting I've ever seen in my whole life. How much? Did it hurt? So much, hey? Yeah, you scared us. It was the scariest blue bottle sting I've ever seen. I was just telling Jasmine she's the toughest girl I've ever met.
She's been a very brave girl.
Brave and tough as nails.
Are you going to show everyone, though, that you're a brave girl and you can come back in the water now?
Yeah.
Come in the water
Yeah?
with me. Come on, then.
Yeah! What a legend.
Now, Jasmine's painful experience is about to come in very handy.
I think my daughter can
You got stung by a jellyfish? Oh, really? God, yeah. Jasmine got stung yesterday.
Did you get stung by jellyfish? Yeah. When? Yeah.
It hurts, huh?
When did you do it?
Hurts a lot?
When did you do it? Just up there. I was getting into the water.
How long did the pain last?
I'm going to get over it. Not long.
Not long?
Nah.
Half an hour?
Yeah.
Half an hour. Happy ending for Jasmine. Happy ending for all of us. So yeah, she can go on in Australia and just have a good time. Like coming back down the beach, she's getting back on the horse, you know. Full props to you, Jasmine.
You know when you feel that tentacle wrap around your arm, you know you're gone. And I just knew once I get back in, I'm going to be in an hour of pain.
Put your head up first, buddy.
Really wrapped around.
Yeah.
Over the years, I've dealt with thousands of beachgoers who've been stung by blue bottles. But as a professional lifeguard, I know that the pain is only temporary. You know, we check if they're going to have an allergic reaction. If they don't, you know, we can pretty much send them upon their way.
Blue bottles have long tentacles, lined with thousands of stinging barbs. They can paralyse and capture small prey, also wrap around human limbs and release painful venom.
You still got it on you, brother. It's all right, mate. Don't be sorry. Just here, let me peel it off you. It's a doozy.
Various remedies are used,
Just give it a bit of a rub in.
but Harrison thinks the best treatment for blue bottles is a stiff upper lip.
At the beginning, I was all care, looked after them, had all the time in the world. As time has gone on, not so much. How are you? So, you're gonna be okay. Yeah, if you sit here and do all that, it's no good. No, you don't need a rest here. You're gonna be fine. So you're not gonna die, okay? I know they're gonna be okay. It's just a process they're gonna go through. They're gonna deal with the pain. They're gonna ride it out for 40 minutes, and then they're gonna be fine. Walk normal, walk normal.
Yes.
It's not that bad. Practice, don't. Doing a Hollywood.
He may not think blue bottles are a big deal, but how long has it been since he's been stung?
We get a training break every day, and on this particular day, I decided to paddle out around the shark buoy. The shark buoy is situated about 600 metres off the beach at Bondi. And there was a couple of waves that had to pop, and I was feeling good. The water was beautiful, and started making my way out into that, that foreign territory out the back where the sea starts to get a bit darker. And next minute, when you feel that tentacle wrap around your arm, you're gone. And I just knew once I get back in, I'm gonna be in an hour of pain.
I got stung, eh?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, he told me the half.
Blue bottles travel together in large swarms, so where there's one, there are usually hundreds.
Do you reckon he just paddled through a swarm of them?
Louis, eh?
I just knew straight away, I'm gone. I'm gone. I look down and there are blueies wrapped all over me. I'm surrounded by blue bottles right now. I'm in the biggest cluster.
When beachgoers are stung, lifeguards are full of compassion.
Oh, it's on my leg.
When it's one of their own, it's another story.
What's he doing? He's sitting on his board.
Do you reckon there's ball? He's picking them off his ball.
Harrison may be a half a kilometre out to sea, but signalling for help isn't an option.
I know the boys are watching me. I can't put up my hand and ask for the jet ski to come out. Seriously, if I did that, I reckon they'll take the job away from me. After thousands of people I've just told, oh, it'll be all right, you've just been stung, it'll be fine in half an hour. They've come back to get me. Mate, I got hammered. Did you know there's the biggest cluster out there?
Nah, where was it?
Mate, just past the shark, mate. I've got about 10 blueies on me. Oh, mate, under there.
Harrison may be treating people stung by blue bottles a little differently from now on.
Karma came back to sting me. Oh, this is karma for me being so blunt to everyone else being stung on the beach. Oh, mate. I'm sorry to anyone out there who I kind of ushered away in pain, but yeah, I fully learned my lesson that day. And from now on, if someone's been stung, come to me and I'll have all the time in the world for you. Oh, far out.
Intense pain for half an hour. His lip was welted up. He had like a whip mark all the way around his torso, and he was in serious pain.
Yeah, these two swimmers out in front, come back to shore, head over this way.
Yeah, central to Rhino, you have to go in. There is one at the back here.
The guy's a pretty bad swimmer. Someone was holding him up briefly just before I got there. Our old mate was like proper panicking. I get to him and there's a little wave coming and I just saw this blue bottle right there and I was like, oh. As the wave came over us, it lifted the blue bottle and it landed on his face. So I'm just ripping it off, but it got stuck like that real sticky blue bottle.
Luke has no choice but to be stung himself as he pulls the web of tentacles off the man's face.
And I'm trying to get it off him because I know what it's like to be stung, and it's you just want to get it straight off. And he was just losing it. He couldn't lay on the board. He's wearing tracksuit pants. He's just like a disaster.
Nairuz from Singapore is on holidays with his wife. The pain of the initial sting is bad, but it's later that the real agony sets in.
I'm smarting. I'll give you some more. Yeah.
that on there. Yeah. You'll be fine. Intense pain for half an hour. His lip was welted up. He had like a whip mark all the way around his torso, and he was in serious pain.
Is it possible to find my wife?
Your wife's coming up now, mate. It's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic, okay? Yeah. He'd been stung. So just relax. It's okay. He's going to be fine. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. No. He's fine. It's okay. Look.
I was so worried. I couldn't find him. He's a good swimmer, so.
Yeah, I know. But look, it's okay now. Panicking, you're going to make your husband more uneasy. So you need to stay calm, okay? He's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Just please stay calm.
Yeah.
She calmed down a bit, but she still was pretty concerned for her husband, which is only natural. He was in a lot of pain.
Once lifeguards reassure Naira's wife that her groaning husband will be okay, she finally relaxes.
Thanks so much, Lou.
No worries. As we're getting a photo, he just kind of drags me in and just put a kiss on my cheek. He was very appreciative.
I hurt so much. I know. So we're going to get you some...
Deano decides to administer the green whistle, a powerful analgesic.
Just breathe normally. Just keep it in your mouth.
It has little effect. Portuguese men of war, commonly known as bluebottles, are blown in by onshore winds. Their tentacles, metres long, are armed with tiny but powerful darts. Deadly to small fish, excruciating to humans.
In the back here, just attention. Yeah. Go. Just jump in the back here, mate.
A man has collapsed after swimming the bay.
He's come out of the water. He's got like one of those triathlete wetsuits. Oxygen. I'm not taking a hot shower, Benny. He wants some oxygen.
The Bondi local may have suffered multiple bluebottle stings, but his reaction is unusually severe.
You been stung before? Like that, whatever it was. I just call it in. I really need to go to the hospital, man. I'm serious. For the moment, just relax, mate.
Oxygen will help his breathing.
What's your name, dude? Ruben. Hot water's the best thing for it if we can get you over the road.
Hot water can help neutralise toxins remaining on his skin. But toxins already in the body can cause excruciating pain in the glands. Yet it's Ruben's back that hurts most.
My back is breaking. Getting worse? Yeah, he's going back.
Lifeguards need to ascertain whether Ruben is suffering something else.
Are you allergic to bee stings or prawns or anything like that? All right. And you've never had any anaphylactic problems before? Okay, I really need to go to hospital. We've got an ambulance on the way.
Deano decides to administer the green whistle, a powerful analgesic.
Just breathe normally. Just keep it in your mouth.
It has little effect.
The ambulance will give you some more pain relief soon, yeah. Just try and relax. I know it sounds hard.
Paramedics are briefed on Ruben's baffling reaction.
I hurt so much. I know. So we're going to get you some... Do you have some hot water here?
We've got a shower across the road. I wanted to get in there.
Have you just got
if we can walk him or boil him across. I've got hot water. You want hot water?
a big breath in? No. A big breath in. Into your mouth. That's it. Keep going like that. I want 20 big breaths.
Finally, the pain relief takes effect.
You're looking much better, Ruben. Feeling better? Quite often the case with blue bottles is people think they're going to die and they get themselves in such a state of shock that people can die from shock. So he was that bad that we had to treat him that way.
Then things get even more complicated.
It was a good idea to get the ambos, have a look at him. Dad's not feeling very well now.
A boy presents to the tower after his very first swim at Bondi.
Got a bit of a sting here. Oh, that's all right.
9-year-old Zach has suffered a blue bottle sting over his entire leg.
Relax a little bit. You'll be okay. Just chill out.
Everyone's reaction to a blue bottle sting is vastly different. This kid was screaming and I'm thinking, oh, you know, maybe it's just a little bit of an overreaction. I'm thinking, oh, this'll calm down in a little while.
No, this is the magic spray.
That's all right. It didn't really calm down at all.
Zach arrived from the UK just 4 hours ago.
Got attacked by probably one of the worst things that can happen to you at the beach. So, you know, I think for the poor thing, it was just this horribly overwhelming scenario.
Enough. That poor father was watching his son scream for help and he couldn't do anything, and we really felt for him.
Applying hot water is impractical in the tower.
Look at this. It's going to fix it. Here we go. Good stuff. It's going to fix it.
It doesn't hurt as that.
Where's it?
It was a really difficult moment to not be able to take a child out of its pain and settle it down. That was just becoming extremely hard to watch.
Team leader Harries decides to take Zach to the showers and neutralise the pain with hot water.
I'm a bit rattled. So we get him across the road to some hot water, which we think, you know, is a good chance of doing some good. And now we hit another speed bump.
Zach refuses treatment.
And can you blame him? He just come out of the water and had a really bad experience. He's not so fond of going near water again.
It's going to make you feel better, I promise you. Put some water on it, yeah? That's it. It's going to be okay. Just want to put a little bit of warm water. Good boy. Okay. It's all right. You want to come out?
No, keep doing it.
Good boy. Oh, it's okay.
Then things get even more complicated.
All of a sudden, I turn around and Dad's feeling faint.
It was a good idea to get the ambos, have a look at him. Dad's not feeling very well now.
Can this situation get any worse?
Sam, we're just worried about Dad now.
His glands have come up in his groin, which is not a nice feeling either. So, you know, I think Dad's doing pretty well to hold up and be pretty stoic despite the odds. I've got a son around the same age as Zach, so I can imagine exactly how the father feels. I thought he's going to go into a seizure. Mate, what do you think about using a methoxy whistle?
100% singos. Yeah.
The green whistle is an analgesic gas that provides powerful pain relief. Harries also decides it's time for backup.
Ambulance, thank you. He might be in that 1 percentile where he's actually allergic to blue bottles.
Zach's father is back on his feet as lifeguards administer the green whistle.
So what you got to do is you've got to put it in your mouth like this, all right, and just breathe it in, and it's going to take the pain away for you. Breathe, good boy. Good boy, okay? Nice deep breath, good boy. I know. I know. Look how brave you've been. There you go. Oh, wow. Good man. That's progress. See, we're getting a lot better, aren't we?
Yeah. How good silence. Huh? The sweet sound of silence. 10 minutes ago, wasn't the case.
Yeah. That'll be a friendship being stung by a jellyfish. Or a big jellyfish.
Never seen a kid like that before. He's like almost possessed, and now he's in the shower cruising.
Paramedics arrive to find a much calmer patient.
What do you reckon? Normal panda? Yeah, I'm 37.1. Good man.
Zach is given a clean bill of health.
Hey Zach, that was your first trip to Australia, mate.
Yeah, love this place.
What do you think of Bondi?
Oh, thumbs down.
Hey, what do you think of these guys?
Oh, yeah! The situation started to come back into a normality sort of scenario, and gee, that was a big relief.
Well, I think it was shock. I think it was just shock. He didn't know what to do, and he was hurting.
Perfect. All right, see you later, guys. How are you?
So I'm going to go swimming. I'm going to go swimming in the swimming pool instead of the sea.
And Dad will sit there with a beer watching him.